Hi, and welcome to Studio 22. I'm your host, Nicole Waltman. Today, I'll be chatting with OCU Mass Communications alum Caroline Cotton about her experiences with Chickasaw Country and her time here at OCU. Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Nicole.
How are you today?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm good. So we're just going to chat and ask you a few questions.
Perfect.
Just no stress. So tell us a little bit about your time here at OCU.
Yes, I was an EB major when I first came in. I had wanted to produce fashion shows, and so I was like, that's what I'm going to do. And I took a couple mass comm advertising classes, and I was like, nope, I got to switch it. And so I started taking more advertising and PR classes and fell in love with it. And then I had some time to kill, and I was like, I'll take a broadcasting class or two. And so threw that in there, and it's a great skill. I've actually been able to use it with my job. I've had to edit and shoot some videos. And so like I told Andy, and I was like, I actually used it.
I know.
I'm not the best at it, but I can do it. And so yeah, my time at OCU was great.
That's great. What would you say was like the most challenging part about being a student at OCU?
It's a double-edged coin. Having small class sizes, you can't not show up. They'll always call you out if you're not there, but it's also great because you have that one-on-one experience with your professors. They know you personally. You can call them. A lot of times you might have their phone numbers, and then they kind of become like a life coach and a lifelong friend. So
Totally.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your job now with Chickasaw Country. How's that working out?
So I am the Chickasaw Country community manager and travel blogger. I tell people I play on social media all day. It's a lot of fun. I run their Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I do travel blogging for them. It's a lot of fun. I go to all of the 13 counties of the Chickasaw Nation and see festivals, eat barbecue, go to new boutiques. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's not actually work when I do it. So it's always a lot of fun, and it's ever changing.
I was going to ask you about the traveling because I think that's so interesting, but you already answered my question. So
Yeah.
I know you were an Alpha Phi here at OCU. What was your time as an Alpha Phi like?
It was a lot of fun. Throughout high school, I was always big into being in organizations. So when I came to OCU, I was like, I want to be a part of something. And I loved having those lifelong friends that are still my friends today, but also gaining that real world experience of being in offices. And I was the director of finance for a while, and like actually being in charge of money that isn't mine, and learning some real world stuff. So it was a great learning experience.
So did you have any other officer positions? Or?
I was the vice president of chapter operations, which is above finance, and yeah, that was about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun.
Well, we have like 10-ish more seconds, so I'm going to hold my next question, and you will be thinking about it. But we'll be right back on Studio 22.
The Stars in retreat. The shot goes up. Demasone comes out of nowhere, and another block for OCU. This guy's on fire. This kid owns OCU's record in blocks not only on the court, but off the court as well. Earlier today, he was busy crashing the boards. Just a rebounding machine. Even cleaning up the glass, giving a whole new meaning to garbage time. Demasone, MVP on the court, and keeping Oklahoma beautiful off the court.
Hello, and welcome back to Studio 22. Once again, I'm Nicole Waltman, and I am chatting with Miss Caroline Cotton today. Caroline, my next question for you is, how do you feel like your time here at OCU equipped you for the real world and your job that you have now?
First of all, being in Oklahoma City, it was really nice because I had internships throughout the school year, and I know a lot of my friends at OU or OSU, they weren't able to go to agencies here in the city and stuff like that. And so I feel like that was a huge draw. But also, I fell in love with social media while I was here at OCU, and so, but also all of my PR and advertising classes set me up for it. And so, yeah,
Totally.
It was real hands-on experience with all of my classes and whatnot, and so Yeah.
I know we talked a little bit earlier about small class sizes
Yeah.
and like one-on-one relationships with professors and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that helped you in your job now? Like having those, being able to have one-on-one connections like that with people who are essentially in charge of you, I guess.
Yeah, it very much helped me. I have a great relationship with my client. They feel like I'm actually part of their team, even though I'm not in their office. And so I feel like that it helped me learn to grow relationships and get to know people a little bit more. And yeah, it completely helped me in my day-to-day life.
So small university, good thing, right?
Yes, definitely a good thing, definitely. It'd be nice to go to a big school to have a football game to go to here and there, but I love OCU.
Yeah, we definitely miss the football around
Yeah,
here, but that's
exactly.
okay. We have lots of other things.
Yeah.
One thing that I'm very curious about is what advice do you think you would give other like mass comm majors that are currently still in school?
Try everything. If you don't know exactly what your track should be, take a class in any of them, whether it's just graphic design or in broadcasting or any of the tracks. And then also keep your options open. When I started, like I said, I wanted to produce fashion shows, and now I do social media. I didn't even know I was actually going to do social media my senior year.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, I liked social media, but spring of my senior year, I was like, that's what I'm going to do. So you never know what job's going to come up and where your heart might take you. So
changing your mind is an okay thing.
it's an okay thing. You never know.
Well, how many times did you change your mind? Was it just the one time that you?
I only switched my
Okay.
major the one time. But
I hear of some people changing like 6 or 7 times.
yeah,
and I'm
my
like,
parents were like, you have to be done in 4
Yeah.
years, and so that's it.
I feel like my parents would probably feel the same way. They're gonna be like, you need to stick with
Yep,
something.
exactly.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I had so much fun talking to you.
Thanks for
and
having
So
me.
much fun getting to know you.
Yeah,
It was a
agreed.
blast. We'll have to talk some more after this, but
Definitely.
thank you for joining us today.